Hey everybody, welcome to Lettermen Row. I am Austin Ward, joined as always by my good friend Beanie Wells, former Ohio State NFL running backs. You know, we're talking about the backfield stuff. J.K. Dobbins ahead of this big one. It's going to be a showcase of tailbacks, Jonathan Taylor and J.K. Dobbins. This must be your favorite week of the year.
Oh, absolutely, without question. I mean, you get these two high caliber running backs, two running backs that their team goes as far as these guys' legs goes. And at the end of the year, these two will be in contention for the Doak Walker Award as best running back in the country.
When you look at J.K. Dobbins, we've broken him down a number of times here on BuckIQ. What's different about him this year? He's called last year a failure. Mm-hmm. He wanted to chase down Zeke and you on the all-time rushing list. How is he doing it?
Oh, man, he's doing it by being decisive, having a pretty good offensive line, and him being the guy, him being comfortable out there, not pressing, not trying to create the home run every time. Some of what we've seen a little bit last year, or a lot of it last year. And I think that has more so to do is, yeah, he got a guy behind his back by the name of Master Teague, but he doesn't have a guy behind his back in which he's splitting carries, in which we saw the past couple of years.
All right, everything's working for him. He's coming off another big game at Northwestern. Ohio State 7-0, getting ready to take on Wisconsin. J.K. Dobbins is going to be a big part of it, so Beanie's breaking down why right now. Let's roll the tape. All right, Beanie, we've been talking about J.K. Dobbins for a long time, but it seems like he's reached a kind of a new gear down the stretch here, and he's climbing those charts, those ones that you're on, all-time rushing in Ohio State. And this one to me was a real example of Ohio State having a lot of faith in him. This is 3rd and 8, early in the game, scoreless, and they give it to him to convert a first down.
You know what? This is the belief of your offensive line, but your running back, knowing that he's going to be able to make a play. And that's what we see right here. This run, the offensive line did a solid job, but this is all JK here because you look at a guard not getting to his block. Mm-hmm. He shoots that gap, and you watch JK. This is a guy that's probably, 6'4", 280 pounds, and you got JK who's, 5'10", 220 pounds, breaking his tackle, making it look easy. And then you're watching him burst, and you're watching something that was unique when I watched Ezekiel Elliott. And that's that forward lean that they run with.
Sure.
You're watching JK adopt that forward lean, always fighting and getting the extra yardage right there. Here, he breaks the tackle. That's not supposed to happen right there.
It's what you've always said. If it's blocked up for X amount or you got one guy to beat, the running back has to put it on his shoulders, and he makes the move. And he got north-south. I think last year he would turn and maybe try and get to the sideline, bounce it outside more often. Maybe not on this exact play, but this is an example. He just puts his foot in the ground and goes.
And that's when he's at his best, when he squares to the line of scrimmage, when his pad level is low, and we're watching him right now make his mind up quick. And you see that gap right there, knowing you got to take that guy on, and you got to be ready to go. And that's what we're seeing, and that's what I'm loving out of him. We're not seeing that indecisiveness in which we saw last year. And that phrase goes, Austin, if it's blocked for one, you got to be able to get me two.
Got it, all right.
and JK is getting it.
I hear it all the time, but I want to make sure it comes out of your voice and you get it right for me. So it's that all-around game that's coming, and this was another example of that, where Ohio State's finding more ways to get him involved. And saw all these comparisons on Friday night, like this is from Madden, or this looks like Marshall Faulk. I mean, this is a great play, great design, and J.K. Dobbins showing off that he can still catch it a little bit too.
Oh, this is an undervalued component to his game. I mean, we don't necessarily talk about J.K. as a receiver, but he's a very good receiver. He can pass protect. He can get out there in the open field, and here you just have a physical mismatch. You got a linebacker who's eyeing inside, but knowing I got number 2 right here, he's going to be coming out to me, and I know if he beats me around the edge, my coach is going to kill me. So what J.K. does, he runs a simple a shimmy route, as we call it. You run and you shake himself like you're going out, getting ready to run a flat. Mm-hmm. You cut back in on that angle, and wide open. No one's right there in the middle to get him.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how you defend this team right now, because now you've got J.K. Dobbins coming out of the backfield. Everyone is so worried about stopping him, Fields' legs, the wide receivers, and now all of a sudden here you got him coming just over the middle of the field, and it's crazy to see all the weapons right now.
Man, I love it. I love what we're doing offensively. I love what Ryan Day, he's not afraid to mix it up. And we really haven't gotten to the point to where he just exploded and unleashed the entire offense. Yeah. It's been subtle because we haven't really needed to. But he's starting to mix it up. He's starting to get the ball in a bunch of different playmakers' hands. And, I'm loving what him and Tony Alford are doing with J.K. Dobbins in this run game.
All right, that's another touchdown there for J.K. Dobbins. He was not done against Northwestern. You see, this is the old school stuff coming up right here, just running it up the middle, just some smash mouth power, and then J.K. Dobbins doing the rest.
Yeah, I mean, you're watching him break tackles, you're watching him accelerate. He looks so much faster and between the tackles than I'm used to him seeing. I mean, we watched him last year at times and not be able to finish some of those bigger runs and kind of get caught up or tripped up. And now we're watching the offensive line do a tremendous job here. J.K. sees it, makes up his mind really quick, and goes. His athletic ability is able to take over. I'm loving it. This probably was the play where he just passed me up a fifth all time. Here, thanks a lot, JK.
Yeah, you're not mad about it.
Not at all.
And these guys, he's been trying to chase you all down. He knew what the top 10 was like. He came in this year talking about being a failure and all that. That means a lot to him, and he wants to chase down Zeke. Yeah, you and I talked about that, but you look at this going on here. After the run, you'd think maybe he's tired. He didn't finish it. He looked to the sideline. I believe Ohio State wanted to send Teague in to finish this drive. J.K. Dobbins said, no, I've got it. And then here's what he did with it coming up right here on 1st and goal.
This is him. You can tell he's a little bit tired, but you see that lane right there, and it's just wide open, him going straight to the end zone. But you know what that does? I mean, when you got a young running back and you do all the grimy work to get down there into the red zone, you don't want to give that up.
No.
You want to finish it off. You want to get that touchdown, and we know JK has lofty expectations for himself. You want to pad them stats too. Anytime you get a chance to score, you want to be able to do it.
Yeah, that guy wants to get to New York too, just like Justin Fields or Chase Young for that Heisman.
No doubt.
He needs those numbers. He got him there, a couple touchdowns in the win against Northwestern. Got a chance to prove himself as the best back in the country on Saturday against Wisconsin. Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, going to be a great show. Beanie's obviously going to be watching it. And then breaking it all down for us at Lettermen Row on BuckIQ. For Beanie, I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live. We've got the practice report. We got rapid reaction. Hey, and we got BuckIQ with Zach Bourne.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.